Hello, my name is Jonathan. I work in the library, and this is a hopefully brief video showing you how to access our digital online resources. So, how you access these is you go to the college website, which is www.nwrc.ac.uk, and this is the home page. You scroll right down to the bottom, as far as you can go, and you will get a link to Moodle iLearn. So if you click on the link Moodle iLearn, you will get this page here. You will either get a search bar there, or there is search courses. If you don't get a search courses bar, there'll be different areas, and there'll be one student area. If you click on student area and then do your search for library, click go, you will get this here. Then click on here and it will take you through to our library guide. Hopefully you're all familiar with Moodle. If not, it's very easy to use. At this point here, it will probably ask you to enroll. So if you just click enroll me, there's no password, there's no enrollment key. Just click enroll me. You get to this page here, which is our library guide page, which gives you all sorts of information about library. You can watch our induction video. But down here in the middle, we have some course guides. And we have a guide here to Foundation Degree Counselling. Now there are links to all the resources that I'm going to talk to you about along here. E-books and different journals and counselling video collection. But there is a guide in here which is nothing more sophisticated than a Word document with links to all these resources. And when it opens up, I will show you. So you might want to use this because sometimes it's difficult to get into the college website, whereas if you have this here saved in a folder somewhere, you can just go in and these have all got live links, and with underlined is a live link. So I'm just going to plow in because I don't want to take up too much time. The first thing I want to show you is eBook Central. eBooks are electronic books. They're exactly the same in terms of content and layout as printed books, except you read them on a computer screen or a tablet screen or a phone screen, with the advantage that they're available remotely. So let's say the college is shut due to a global pandemic, you can still access these resources, and they're available 24/7 so long as you have the technology. College is closed 11 o'clock Thursday night, you fancy doing a bit of work, you can access these resources. I've got a hyperlink here, click here, but down below there are links, live links to some relevant titles, but I'll go into the click here. It's very, very simple to use, except that I'm currently in the college building, so it recognises the IP address of this machine and takes me right in. When you're at home, that will not happen. You will have to log in a different way, and I can't actually show you because I'm in the college, but you will need to go up to this here, sign in. It will give you an option to sign in via your institution, and your institution is Northwest Regional College, so you need to find, I'll give you an option to either search for it or to find it on the list. So you either type in Northwest and that will come up, or search on the list. Then it will ask you to log in. The login credentials are your college username and password, so it's your college username, whatever you use to log in to the computers in the college, and your password. I'll give you a small example. If you want to go to your bookshelf, there's a feature in this called Bookshelf. If you click on it, it will ask you to sign in. So when you've chosen your Northwest Regional College, it'll bring up a box like this. You type in your username, you type in your password. It should take you back to this part here. It's taking me into my bookshelf, so if I go back to the main page, you do a search. You can see I was practicing this earlier. Do your search for counselling. You'll see it brings up almost 400 book titles, not all of which will be relevant. They may just have counselling in there at some point, but there's a lot of relevant titles. As you can see, Wendy Dryden, Baker Charleston, hope I'm pronouncing these right, John MacLeod, Lego, etc., etc. So if we pick one, Margaret Margaret Hoff. We've got 2 editions. Click on the title. You will see here that our institution has unlimited access to this book, so you all could be on it at the one time and there wouldn't be any problems. Some books we only have 3 licenses, some we only have 1 license. So in that case, if you went onto it, it might bring up a message, all licenses for this book are currently in use, please try again later. In which case you'd have to try again later. But it's unlikely to happen. Maybe with the ones that have just 1 license, but I don't think there's too many of those in counselling. What we do is you click on this button, Read Online. There is an option to download the book, but we don't encourage it. It's very cumbersome. You have to download third-party software. You can only do it on a tablet or a phone. And if there is only 1 license, that takes up the license for 2 weeks. So we don't encourage it. People mostly click Read Online. I'll just get rid of this. So I said a few moments ago that it's exactly the same in content and layout as a printed book, and you can see that here. You've got the title page. You scroll down, or you can use this tab here. So you can see the title page and all that publishing information. And you can read it like that if you want to. Or you can go across here to the table of contents, and you can use these as hyperlinks. So let's say you're interested in psychodynamic. Just click there. That takes you straight through to that chapter. So as I say, it's exactly the same as the print version, except with it being electronic, there are some advantages, some features. We don't encourage downloading. You can't download the whole book, but you can download a particular chapter. As a PDF, you can download 1 chapter of the book there, and you can keep that and do with it. Keep it and keep it as a PDF. You can also print a certain amount. The law of copyright says you can photocopy 1 chapter or 5% of a printed book, so the same applies to printing this. You can also, as I said, use your bookshelf. If you use the collection a lot and you want to focus on particular books, you can just see them to your bookshelf, or you can add notes and bookmark which take you to your bookshelf. For those of you who like myself might want to make the print a bit bigger, there's options here to zoom in and out. And for those of you who have savored the delights of bibliographies, references, citations, there's a great little button here, Get Citation. If you click that, there's more or less a copy and pastable Harvard reference there, which you can copy and paste. So that's our ebooks. Hopefully that was reasonably straightforward. They're a fantastic resource, and I hope you'll find them useful. I'm going to now talk a little bit about journals, online journals, academic journals, which you can find here. The beauty about online academic journals is that they are what's known as peer-reviewed, so they're written by someone who's an expert in their particular subject, and then they're reviewed by one of their peers, somebody who's also an expert in that subject, so you can be sure that the information is valid and reliable. Also, if you're doing an assignment, using these journals shows that you've done proper academic research, so whoever's marking it will give you credit for searching these kind of journals. So we've subscribed to 3 different collections from 3 respected publishers, Sage, Oxford and Wiley. We also have Gale News, Business and Reference, which is also academic journals, but I'm just going to show you one. They're all pretty much the same, much of a muchness. So I'm going to show you the Sage Premier. This is also available from my course guide up here. Sage, Wiley, Oxford. Either of those links will work. So the blue underlined are hyperlinks. Just click there, which will take you to Sage. Again, it's recognised my IP address, Northwest Regional. If you're at home, just click on Sign In. It says there, sign in via Shibboleth. Shibboleth just means sign in via your institution. So if you click on Sign In via Shibboleth, you select your geographic region, which for us is United Kingdom, and then scroll down until you find Northwest Regional. I will then ask you for your college username and password. And again, you'll recognize that one from the ebooks. Just log in. And here we are, Sage Journals. This is a huge database with literally millions of journal articles. Our subscription only gives us access to a certain part of it. So my advice would be to go to Advanced Search. Down at the bottom, click on the tab which says Only Content to which I have full access. That means any results you get, you'll be able to read the whole article. There's nothing worse than finding a really good article and then realizing it's behind a paywall and they're looking $39 for you to read it. So I'll just take you very briefly through a search. If I type in the word counselling, now I'm going to give you a little tip for free here, search tip. If I type in the word COUNSEL and then put an asterisk, that's what's known as truncation. So that will get you anything that has the letter COUNSEL and then anything that would come after that. So it will give you counselling with one L, or counselling with two L's, or counsellor with one L, counselling with two L's. If I click search, it's given me 23,928 journal articles, which with the best will in the world, you're not going to browse through them all. So you need to refine your search. The point I'm trying to make is thinking about what you're searching for, thinking about your search terms, getting your search terms right so that you're not getting too many results or too few results. The easiest way to filter that is publication date. You probably don't want too much from the 19th century, although you might. The easiest way to get that down is to take that up to, let's say, the last 5 years. 10,000, so it's more than half of it, but it's still a lot. You can then refine your search. So instead of it being anywhere, which means anywhere in the journal article, you can have it in the title, the keywords, or the abstract. The abstract is just a summary of the journal article. So if we change it to keywords, do our search, brings it down to 189. So already it's perfectly feasible that you might browse through most, if not all, of those. Okay, so that's a brief crash course into online academic journals. The other three collections are the same, only slightly different. They don't all have the Only Content to which I have access option, but a good tip is anything that you have access to, open padlock. Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're blue, but open padlock is a useful tool. You can learn a lot from the title. You can see whether you want it to read on, whether it's going to be interesting. I mentioned the abstract. If you click on the abstract, it's just a summary. So again, if you're clicking on the abstract, you can read that. You'll think, I want to read that, or no, that's not what I thought it was. I won't bother. And if I go back in there, there's no Get Citation tab, but it does give you all the bibliographic information, the title of the journal article, the author, and the date. You can download the same copyright law that I spoke about books applies to journals. You can photocopy one article from any particular journal and you can download the PDF. So you can download that and keep it, and that does give you the bibliographic details, title, author, title of the journal, and the volume numbers and the date. Okay, so that is my crash course to counselling online resources, except that there's one final thing which I haven't told you about. We've got a new collection of videos, Sage video collection. Now I'm not going to take you into this too far, I'm just going to signpost that it's there. Sage Counselling and Psychotherapy video collection. You click there, and it's exactly the same process before. If you're outside the college, which I imagine you will be, log in via your institution, choose UK, choose Northwest Regional College, use your Northwest Regional College login credentials, and there are a large number of videos there which I'm sure you will enjoy watching, and I'm sure you maybe watched them already in class. But that's another addition this year to our digital library. So that's finally me finished this time. Lots of resources there, lots of information.